Monica, how can you laugh at that? Because damn it, it's funny.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, my truth seekers? How are you guys doing? You know, I had to go ahead and play this because my girl Misbehaving is coming on to help me cut up. Yes, indeed. I see Linda Young is in the house as well. She says, laugh out loud. I can't with the singing, hey, Lady D in chat. My God, my God. Holly. Oh my God, it is a mess. Yes, indeed. I went ahead and dropped the link for my girl Misbehaving is fun. Guys, make sure you go ahead and check out her channel. She's gonna help me to break all this down, man. We're gonna break it down. This right here, I think we on season 8, episode 7. Yes, indeed. It's called Love and Lockup. Yes, she's in the house. Let me go ahead and let her in. Girl, you know I had to play that song before I let you up. Oh, Misbehaving. She's getting her mic together, guys. We just waiting for Misbehaving.
Hey, Lady D, can you hear me?
I can hear you quite well.
Okay. Well, how y'all doing? How y'all doing, Team Twirl?
Oh my God. I can't believe you are Team Twirl, girl. When you had told me that, I said, oh my God, come on, girl. Come on. How could you do this?
Look, I watched your video. I meant to be in attendance, and I had fallen asleep. But when I woke up, I started giggling. I said, "Yeah, you can ask me some questions on Monday." You know, after we recap the show. But I don't believe nothing I hear or I see unless I'm there. I need proof because these palm people do tricky things.
Absolutely. But I really think that it's something to it because I don't think that everyone is going to say the same thing. Even when it came to Jerusalem, Sador and Portia, and I
Hmm.
don't think that everyone is going to say the same thing. And we already know the audio. Even with the audio is very, is just distasteful when she called the girl an escort and talking about how much she get paid, and that's her voice, so you
Mm.
can't hide that.
Mm.
I know you heard the
Is it?
audio, right?
No, I ain't heard no audio.
Oh
You
my
know, I don't.
God, I need
I
to
don't.
play that. Let me see if I can find it.
Don't you play that while we about to recap this show, Lady D. I don't want to entertain the devil's playground. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We are here.
Oh
We are
my
here to.
God, but like I said, we all about facts, right?
Yes, we are truth seekers, and we know that there are AI out there, videos, audios. We ain't gonna do it. We
No, no, no,
play
no,
it,
no, no. We the
play it
queen. I'm
afterwards,
the
Lady
queen.
D.
I'm the queen of AI, and I know the difference. Okay, that is Kenya Moore's voice. That's her voice.
Look, Lady D. Let,
Yes,
let, let,
misbehaving.
let me not be rude. Let me say hello to your guests. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Talk with Lady D with her special guest, Misbehaving.
Yes, indeed. Let me go ahead and introduce her correctly. My girl, Misbehaving, is fun. Lover, lover, lover. I am so glad that Nicole had brought you in my life. I mean, when you and I together, oh my God, we just cut up in here, okay? So, guys, make sure you go ahead and check out Misbehaving is fun. And my minds, if you can find, go and put a link inside of the comments. So, guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Behaving. And also, I see my girl Starbucks in the house. She says, please hit the like button as you make your way in. And also, Linda Young say, hey, Misbehaving, I love you too. They say opposite attracts, and you two chemistry works well together. Absolutely, guys. So, again,
Oh,
welcome, welcome,
thank you.
welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, and Misbehaving is fun. Yes, thank you for putting the link in. Make sure you go ahead and check that out, guys. Click on it.
Okay.
Click on it. Yes. So, girl, how was your
I think
day?
that's my day. It was a little tiresome. I had went and did a couple of errands. I had a couple of interviews, and
Okay.
I've been having a headache. You know my job. They
Mm.
had the nerve to call me the other day, the HR lady,
Wow.
talking about did I still want to work there for them, PRN and whatever else, talking about some stupid stuff. I don't trust anything anybody says. But what my first question to her was, if I left the job 2 weeks ago, why are you just now calling today?
So you talking about your old job called you back?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So what you well, wow.
Yeah, I ain't going there. I said they need to shut that place down.
I hear I hear that because you know one thing, honey, if it's something going on, you gonna tell it, right?
I'm
You
gonna
ain't
tell
gonna
it. They know
sugarcoat
I'm gonna
it
tell it
either,
too.
honey. Not
But
at all.
look, I enjoyed the show this Saturday.
What show? 'Cause
Love and Marriage Huntsville, that is.
oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
I
God. Well, we're
sure
gonna
did.
get into it. It was all right. I thought, even though I don't have high blood pressure, but I thought I was gonna have high blood pressure after it was over with. But I see that Carlos King is playing is smart. But I see my girls in the house, Nicole Givens. She said, I'm here. Good afternoon, my favorite content creator and magnificent Monday chat. And also Chris C is in the house. She said, you guys are the best, unbiased review. Love it. Yes. And also Starbucks Lover says, if you want to go ahead and support this channel, Cash App, Real Talk 985. Your support is appreciated, but not required. Go ahead and throw out your Cash App as well,
Thank
Misbehaving.
you. It's just misbehaving is fun.
Okay, it's
Dollar sign
just
miss.
girl. You better speak it into the atmosphere because last night, I'm not gonna tell you no lie. I was getting ready to go to bed. I was saying my prayers, and
Baby.
lo and behold, a unexpected blessing came into my Cash App. Shout out to Michelle Brown, straight from the A guys. Make sure you go ahead and check her out. She had blessed me tremendously last night. Do you hear me misbehaving?
Of course, because you talk bad about my girl Kenya Moore, so the
No,
Michelle
no.
gonna bless anybody that talk bad about Kenya.
No, 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 no. One thing about Michelle is going to stand on her truth. She's going to call it
Mm,
like it is. But
mm,
look, like you said, we're
mm,
going to put a pin in
mm.
because, honey, I had got an unexpected a blessing, and I thank her from the bottom of my heart, and I pray that everything that she poured out, that God will bless it, unlimited, shaking together and running over. Okay.
That's right. Amen. And thank you,
Amen.
Michelle.
Yes, thank you very much. And this is Misbehaving's Cash App. Misbehaving is fun. So, guys, come on and support. If you feel that you are getting some information in here, like I said, we try to stand on our truth. Go ahead and support. Misbehaving is fun. Go ahead,
Look,
Miss.
Lady D, but at the end of the day, even if I have a difference in opinion with Michelle, she
Mm-hmm.
is the godmother of this vlogging. She's the one that started
Yes,
it that I
yes,
know of even before Ashy Foot Funky Dineva. So she was out there and still got her website straight from the A. So I'll give it to her. I've been over
yes.
there. If she don't remember my voice, she knows me as Paulette.
Okay.
So, but anyway, I enjoyed this weekend. I'm glad I didn't have to hop up in my truck and drive down to Alabama.
For what? It's what? Don't tell me for this right here. Let me play this little intro right quick, okay? Then we're gonna get into it, okay?
I do not get angry. Somebody do something to me.
Wait,
I do
hold
something.
on, hold on.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket.
I don't get angry. I keep trying to tell you and that jerk that I do not get angry. If somebody do something to me, I do something to them. That's just common sense.
So you believe in getting even?
Hell to the yeah.
Don't tell me that's why, huh? That's why you want to drive to Huntsville? How misbehaving? Come on, misbehaving. Let me see. I think she had dropped. Yeah, she dropped. So we're just waiting for Miss Behaving to go ahead and click on that link back to and then we're gonna go ahead and get into our commentary. We're gonna go ahead and talk about Love and Lockup season 8, Ep.7. That's Love and Marriage in Huntsville. So go ahead and click that go ahead and click that link, Misbehaving, and put that seatbelt on. So I'm just waiting for Misbehaving to come back on so we can go ahead and chop it up. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and non-biased. So I'm waiting for Misbehaving. She went ahead and she dropped the link, so we just waiting for she to come back in. So guys, again, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. And before Misbehaving come in, yes, one of my package came in with Stormy Still Canvas Beauty. Let me see if I can go ahead and get back on the mic. So I'm waiting for Misbehaving to come in. Let me go ahead and make sure that I drop the link back for her. Okay, she's back in. So I'll do that later, okay?
But the devil.
Girl, you better put that seatbelt on.
Oh,
What happened?
the internet went out, and then as I'm going to log in on my cell phone, then all of a sudden the internet pops back on in the house, and I said, that's nobody but the devil.
Yes, but we ain't gonna give him no glory at all. We gonna do this thing. So the weather's bad over there, because down here it is.
It's a little gloomy. It
Okay.
hasn't rained yet. It rained earlier today, but it's just gray outside, a little muggy too.
Oh, okay. So I see my girls in the house, Country Girl Queen. Hey, Country Girl, how are you doing? So I heard where you say you was about to drive to Alabama. For what?
Shoot, to hop up on Marsau head top. If he worked my nerve this past Saturday, I said, man, I'm gonna have to hop in that truck and drive to Alabama and pick up Wanda, and we gonna be heading up over there and hop up on Marsau head top. But he did, he didn't say anything that would cause me to want to fire up the truck.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna need Marcel now with those facial expressions. I'm gonna need Marcel now. He gonna have to go light on Tisha, because
Yes,
that's
yes.
all these women want to do is feed into whatever he says. Anytime it looks like Marcel is beating down on Tisha, these women take pleasure in seeing it. So yeah.
Country Girl says hotter than a pot of chitlins and collard greens down there.
Hey, country girl queen, hotter than a jalapeno pepper, baby. I was gonna hop up in that truck and we was gonna be down there. I think, what the shoot? Let me get up on ways. I think Alabama is about 6 or 8, probably about 8 hours away from me, baby. I was coming up in the truck, especially now that gas prices didn't drop down under $3 a gallon.
I hear that. Miss Dugan is in the house. She say, howdy family. How are you doing? Guys, welcome. But did you just see that little I just played a little clip. Did you see what I had played?
You probably played it when my internet dropped. That's probably why my internet dropped. Was this something about Kenya Lady D?
No. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna play it one more time. Okay, let me play it
Okay.
again. Hold on, let me play it again.
Ooh, burn it down.
Yes.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket.
Okay.
I don't get angry. I keep trying to tell you and that jerk that I do not get angry. If somebody do something to me, I do something to them. That's just common sense.
So you believe in getting even?
Hell to the yeah.
That's why I didn't need Miss Wanda back. But I wanted to play that little clip right there because I think that Marcel is thinking that, he's in control because he knew that Tisha was upset. And why would he ask Tisha to go and get him a cup of coffee? He could have went and got his own coffee himself, or, we filming. So we filming, just get your own coffee. Now she might do it, at the house, but still of all, I just think that he just trying to show that he's in control. What you thought about that part, right? I just hated it. I hated that scene.
I think Tisha is playing nice, but I agree with Tisha. Tisha is no longer giving passes. It's no longer going to be nice, sweet Tisha. If somebody come at her or say something out of line, she's addressing it at that moment. And it appears to me that my baby girl Tisha, she, Marcel better tread lightly, or
Mhm.
he gonna let that lion loose up in that house. He gonna let that
Absolutely.
lion loose up in that house.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
But I think that he's trying to put his marriage, on the table, for this show in order to save this show. But I think it's the wrong way to go about it. It's just or he might be scared because, which we going ahead of ourselves.
Right.
Martell is throwing out some stuff. So he probably said, well,
Right.
I'm gonna be ahead of the game. So, Martell is about to sit there and expose, some stuff. So I might as well to go ahead and let everybody know we had problems in our marriage because he did say it something like that a couple of weeks. You remember that?
Uh, even if they did have problems in their marriage, what he needs to be doing is strengthening it,
Hmm.
not adding to it. That's like adding oil to a fire. All the
Absolutely.
fire is gonna do is spread. And no, I'm tired of him. And like you said, he want to use his marriage for entertainment to bring the crowd in because if, let me sidetrack for a second because I just need to get this out. What is the purpose of Kimmy and Maurice?
I don't know. I don't know
Th- th-
because it's just that it to me it reminds me of they just there as extras, like an extra on, like
Yeah,
when like extras.
yeah, because I'm,
To you
I'm,
too? To you too?
yes, yes, to me, and that's why I'm sidetracking real quick from Marsau and Tisha because we could talk for a whole 30 minutes to an hour about Marsau and Tisha, but I just had because it's itching my tailbone about Maurice and Kimmy, especially with Kimmy. Each time I see her sitting on the other side of the couch
Yes.
opposite of Tisha, when you're supposed to be with your sister in law, because that's your
Absolutely.
family as a united front. But I've always said Kimmy knows how to play the game.
Hmm.
She knows that as long as she gives the appearance or tries to get along with Melody, them the millimeters gonna stay up off of her.
Absolutely.
So I just don't like that. And this is the second episode where I've seen her sitting over there and she's not contributing and she's just opening her mouth sounding stupid like everybody else trying to chastise Tisha. All I can
Hmm.
say is in the last two episodes, it looked like me. Tisha went out to the birthday party. She had a few drinks. She was feeling good, having fun. And while she was talking to each lady, she wasn't angry or had a scowl across her face. She was laughing and giggling. She's a
Absolutely.
happy drinker. That's what it appeared to me. But yeah, if we ain't getting no storyline from Maurice and Kimmy, they could do special appearances and they might as well go on and make room for Trish and Ken because Trish and Ken ain't going nowhere. I don't care how mad everybody get, they ain't going nowhere. We know
Mhm.
Marceau and Tisha ain't going nowhere, and I don't know what Martell and Melody gonna do. Cause as they say, folks want to say they phasing out Melody. They ain't phasing her out. She phasing out herself. Now I ain't gonna say
Absolutely.
no more until we get to that point. But baby, I would show up in a scene with any and everybody. Cause if you ain't gonna lead a show, you might as well show up to roll call and collect your dough.
Absolutely, absolutely. I see my girl, my independent point of view is in the house. She says, "Hey, Lady D, mods in chat. How are you doing? Independent." She is in the house, and also make sure you go ahead and check out and subscribe to Misbehaving. Subscribe to her channel as well. We went ahead and put the link, so make sure you support each other. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this on the road. We're gonna see if we can go in order. But I want to go ahead and talk about a little bit because last week you didn't watch the show. So, what are your thoughts when Nell Fletcher and Martell Holt had, a dinner, well, not a dinner, a meeting talking about that he's not invited to her party. What is your thoughts about that behavior?
I didn't like that because that is
Mm-hmm.
picking sides. If they're both of them are your friends, by you telling one of them that they can't come, you have chosen a side.
Absolutely.
When it should be, I care for you both. Both of you are my friends. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be safe. I'm giving this invitation to you both. And if
Mm-hmm.
either party, decide that they don't want to come because the other person is there, then so be it. But to me, by her automatically disinviting Martell, to me, she chose a side because she wants to be on Team Miss Buddy.
Absolutely. 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 That's how I look at it as well. And the thing about it is that Nell knew Martell first through her son. You remember when she had
She
said
was
that her
saying,
son, he was coached, the son was
uh huh,
Martell was coaching the son. And
yes.
why would you even you do something like that? If anything, she should have did just like Stormy did, went ahead and gave them both the invitation.
Hmm. And that's what she should have done. And that's what I'm saying is if Miss Buddy decides not to show up, that's her choice. Nobody has disinvited her. This is an ensemble cast. There are going to be group scenes. And if you feel uncomfortable, you don't want to be there, that's your right. But don't say nobody's trying to phase you out. But I
Hmm.
don't understand that either unless it's something. Well, I don't want to say I don't know. I do know. If you know the fan base and the support that Miss Buddy has, of course you want to stay on her good side because then they'll
Hmm.
start digging into your background. Because if you look, part of her fan base, half of them are supportive of Nell, and the other half are openly calling Miss Nell a side chick.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you don't want to ruffle the feathers of all the birds in the flock. So she's trying to keep her friendship and that appearance of supporting Miss Buddy so she don't ruffle too many feathers. But you can't
Hmm.
play two sides of the fence. Just stand your ground and be like, I ain't in that mess. I'm not in it. Cause
Absolutely. That's how I
honey,
look at it.
yeah, cause honey, once you get to that later on in the episode, it seemed to me like Martellin came this season and he finna burn it down. Y'all think Miss Buddy is burning it down, or Carlos is burning it down? I think it's Martell trying to burn it down. And to
Yeah, I
me,
think
it's
so
too.
too.
Yeah, uh huh.
But I hope that he think twice because even if he come out and he throw the Scots under the bus, first of all, he have to realize, just think, Martell, what you went through, and your children went through. So why would you
Mm-hmm.
want to cause other families to go through the same thing that you went through? And I don't think that he's that type of person. And not only that, even if he come out and he throw the Scots under the bus, the only ones that's going to sit there and get a kick out of it, and that's Melody's fans, and they still gonna hate
Mm-hmm.
him. They still gonna
Yep.
hate him.
Yes.
So I wouldn't even go that route.
I wouldn't either, and I think it's too little, too late. It had maybe he had spoken up way before now in the beginning
Mhm,
when they were in the beginning of the beefing of warring with one another. He could
mhm,
have had some people, on his side or whatever else, but it's too little, too late. And don't destroy another family. I mean, all of this is alleged. We don't know what's going on. This is for entertainment purposes only. And Love and Marriage Huntsville is just a reality show loosely based on their lives to entertain us. But I
mhm.
wouldn't want to do anything to mess up anybody's
Can
marriage.
you hear
But
me can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, because I was trying to put something in a comment and it's saying an error occurred on YouTube. This is usually temporary. Wait a minute, then try again because I see where Country Girl said I'll be listening in the clouds just home from work. Okay, okay, Country Girl. And also Gwen Davis in the house, she says, "Hey, ladies." Hey, Gwen, how are
Hey.
you doing? Yeah, I hope you don't go that route. And we're going to be all over the place. So, however you feel led to go and talk about something, just go ahead and talk about, because I really don't like, how Martell is throwing out, some stuff underneath his
Subliminal.
breath. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
subliminal. I don't like how he's doing that, because it's going to end up backfiring on him. Everything that he do, when he tried to sit there and fight evil with evil, it always backfires. So I don't know
Mm-hmm.
who are the ones that's telling him to go that route. So whoever telling you to go that route, you need to go ahead and think twice. And I think he need to get
Okay.
another good PR team. Leave these people
He
alone.
does. He
Hmm.
does. Who is that? What Chris C said, Lady D?
She
What
said,
is
"I
Chris
don't
saying?
think Martell has anything on the Scots, as hateful he and his ex-wife were. They would already said something." You said that. Yeah, you just said that just a few minutes ago.
And my thing is, it's because that they're willing to film with him that he's able to still be on the show. Because
Hmm.
isn't that one of Miss Buddy's wishes, was that nobody film with him? I mean,
Hmm.
she didn't want anybody filming with Martell, that way he couldn't be on the show. So
Absolutely.
don't, if you want to keep your income coming in, just mind your business. Hold on just a second.
That's it. But like I say, when it came to this episode right here, it was all right. But I think it's going to be even better next week. But I just hope that Martell just go ahead and think twice before, he come out with what he's throwing to Tisha. So if you're trying to be messy, or you're trying to get back, because you think that Marshall did not have your back in the Scots, then I think you need to just go ahead and talk about it away from the cameras. That's how I look at it. Okay, so guys, make sure you go
Exactly.
ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content with me and Misbehaving is fun. Go ahead, Misbehaving.
Ooh, but look, I'm glad we're gonna do our recap where we're all over the place, but we will be talking about this Saturday. You know what's that Stormy? That Stormy, that scene with Stormy and Miss Buddy
Mm-hmm.
when they went out to the restaurant. And I've noticed that Stormy, I like you, Stormy, but you're moving funny, honey. She
Yes,
has
girl.
thrown three digs, three digs in this episode so far that I had counted against Tisha. And I don't know. She's talking about Tisha's giving Chihuahua when Miss
Mhm.
Buddy said Tisha was kind of a little talkative all over the place. And Stormy said, like a Chihuahua is giving Chihuahua. Now, why are we calling females dogs? That's not dig number
Absolutely.
one.
Mhm.
Dig number two, she said, what was the other one? They're a couple in Huntsville. They're in love, so I think. So are you implying, and that was in reference to them being invited to the Lovers and Friend Gala. And
Mhm.
then apparently they didn't show us this part. They edited it out. But Miss Buddy was saying, Tisha was saying, we ain't lovers and we ain't friends. And so we didn't see that part on screen.
Mhm.
But Stormy made that comment. And so the third one was, she said some people can take a nice gesture as an attack. But this is my thing, Lady D. If you and I have had negative words towards one another, you can't offer me an olive branch or anyone with common sense an olive branch for peace if you don't have a discussion or an apology about whatever it was you were arguing about. You can't just invite me to no party. I'm not going to look at
I
that
wouldn't
as
go.
no.
I wouldn't go, because I
Yeah.
would look at it as a setup. Just like you remember when Tisha went to one of Mel's gala. You remember when the security guard went ahead and escorted her out of it. So I
Uh-huh.
wouldn't go there just to go and make myself embarrassed. But as you can see right here, Misbehavior. Let me see if I can go ahead and camera up. I have the packages of Stormy Canvas Beauty came in, and it was like last week. also had ordered some more little samples. I went ahead and gave it to my grandkids and also my daughter. But I'm gonna open it up. But I think, and this is my opinion. Like I say, I'm team right, and I'm standing on my truth. I don't pick a side. My side
Right.
is the truth. And when it comes to Stormy, I think that Stormy should go ahead and exit off of this show gratefully, because if she stay on, I don't think that I would like her. I just don't like her on this show right here. I think that the Most High God have opened up a door for Stormy and poured out blessings where she has not a room to receive. So, like I said, when it comes to these reality shows is not for everybody, especially when it comes to our people. I think now that the doors are opening and people sitting there, they know her. And even if when they didn't know her, my daughter didn't know her and still was purchasing her products. So now that, all eyes are on you now, I think that she should focus on Canvas Beauty, and she don't need this reality show to do it, because I don't like how they coming from Tisha. And I'm team right. If Tisha do something, I'm gonna call it out. But first of all, I wish that I can set Tisha down. I wish that I could mentor Tisha as a spiritual sister, just sitting down, and make her look in the mirror. Tisha is a very beautiful person,
Yes,
and
she
she
is.
need to know her worth, because if Tisha was sit there and show every last one of them who she is, Tisha don't have not one, she don't have not two. Tisha has three master's degree, one in bachelor's and two, in business. And I for sure is in business. I don't have a master's degree. I don't even have a BA. You understand what I'm saying? But I
Right.
know I went to college to sit there and try to get that. And it is very hard. You understand?
It
So
is.
these people are sitting there downplaying her, and she's is smarter than every last one of them on that show, including Melody. So nobody can call her out. She's crazy. She's a chihuahua. She don't call her that, because this
Right.
girl sat there and she went for a master's degree in business. And anybody that knows about business, when it comes to a master degree in business, that's very hard. This girl is not a dummy. And if you really look at the bigger picture, Tisha, she's the one sat there. She didn't come into that marriage, waiting until her husband sat there and put on that pedestal. She came with all this. She came with all these degrees around her belt. And for everybody to sit there and call her out, that is wrong. That is wrong. What's your thoughts about that, Miss Behaving?
I agree. I agree with you. I know the last time when you had mentioned it about Stormy leaving, I didn't want to see Stormy leave. I thought that she could do both, but
Hmm.
yeah, it's gonna make me start not liking her because when I see these little comments, because I was feeling some sort of way after last week episode, but then like I said, Stormy had did a live, and then in the live, someone had asked her the question, and then she said positive things about Tisha, and she just said it was for reality television. But after
Hmm.
seeing this episode and hearing her, and I'm picking up on the little digs, like
Hmm.
I don't like that at all. I really don't.
No,
I
I don't
really
like it at
don't.
all either. And I see Ginger, what is Ginger says, hello
Uh
everyone. I
huh.
thought Stormy shut Mel down in that convo. Mel wanted to talk about Tisha negatively, but Stormy wouldn't entertain her. I did see that
I
and I did
disagree.
hear that. Well, I did. I saw where, she wanted to talk about Tisha, and Stormy sat there and she, said, she want to keep it focused on what she's got going on, just like when she told Melody that Martell, is going to be a part of that show, which Melody went ahead and declined. But
Right.
how I feel in the spirit, this is how I feel, misbehaving. I feel that Melody is trying to get everybody on her side, because she feels that if I can get the entire cast on my side, then we all can come together and ice out Martell, which why I was just baffled. Why would she even have that meeting with Marceau and then want to call Marceau out as if that's her husband? Girl, you couldn't even control your husband. You couldn't even control the woman that took your husband, but you got all this attitude for somebody else's husband. And the thing about it is that Marceau allowed her to talk to her like that, and he wouldn't even allow his wife to talk to her like that.
Sure won't. But see, Melody know that if she can get Marceau on board,
Mm-hmm.
Tisha's gonna automatically follow.
Yes.
Cause Tisha's going is a partner with her husband, and she knows although Maurice is older than Marceau, Maurice will listen to Marsau.
Mm-hmm.
Marsau is the leader of that Scott clan when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
this show right here. And so that's what Melody's doing. She's meeting with him first, and he's entertaining her and
Yes.
her disrespect. So Stormy may be shutting down negative conversations with Melody, but that's not shutting down her negative comments in confessionals.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
you can't have it both ways. So
Yes.
I don't know. I'm hoping what Ken's big sis said, that they're working together. I hope they are. But baby, I don't know if I could take much more of Stormy
Mm-hmm.
making these little slick comments at Tisha.
Absolutely. Hey, in my
Mm,
opinions, but
it,
I'm seeing all this, and that's why, I say, we was gonna wait till Monday to to talk about all this right here,
uh-huh.
because I just don't like how they look like even her own husband don't have her back. No, it's like nobody have Tisha's back, and everybody wants to say that Melody is the victim. Everybody picks with Melody. No, everybody picks with Tisha. It's like they trying to see Tisha come off of her throne, and get gutter ratchet. They trying to pull that side of out of Tisha. But like I said, you guys cannot. I don't care what you try to throw out at Tisha. Tisha is no dummy. She is no dummy. I don't care how you guys want to say she talks slow, or because you guys really bad when it comes to Southern people. But one thing about us, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
integrity. Our words may not come out like you think because we don't speak in that devil's tongue. If you only do your background, and just because you feel that you can articulate because of your colonized tongue, that does not mean anything. And I just hope that when Tisha, I just hope that she do a self-examination of herself, just herself, and see, girl, you are the head. You are not the tail. You are the
Right.
above. You are not beneath. They are jealous at you. That's why they coming after you. But it's so sad
Mm-hmm.
when you are sleeping with the devil.
You better say it again. You better say it again. Somebody had reminded me about that pop pill comment that Tisha made. Said it came from a song of Stormy's.
Mhm. And I just hope, misbehave. I just hope that more so don't sit there and give in and sacrifice his family. And I understand that phase that they are at, because like I said, every good broom, I talk about it all the time. Every good broom or mop, if you go and purchase out the store, it's going to do whatever you need to do. But sooner or later, it's just going to get old with the rest. That's just like marriage. They are in a phase right now where the honeymoon stage is over with. But you don't have to sit there and follow these naysayers and just go ahead and throw in the towel. Now, if he sitting there, he want out, then she gonna have to call me and do what I did. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
Because no way in the world you gonna walk out knowing you didn't have no credit. Your credit was messed up and everything else was messed up and everything is in my name. You're gonna have to make sure if you want to leave out, you're gonna leave out with nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And I want
baby.
to make sure that's the court order.
Okay,
Court order, nothing.
as my
I will
grandmother
put you
was.
on I will put you on an allowance. You're gonna be on the allowance. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, as my grandmother would say, still water run deep, baby. Still,
Thank
don't
you.
y'all mistake those tears, that sweet voice of Tisha, that
Yes,
quietness of Tisha, baby. Y'all push her too far. And Marsau,
absolutely.
you included, sir. She love you, but don't you push her too far, baby.
That's
You're
it. That's
gonna
the
be
wrong
out
one.
there, okay? You're gonna be picking up cans and newspapers with
Put
Martell,
him
bless
on
y'all.
an allowance. I remember, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. The judge said that and told my husband, "You sure you want to give her everything?" I said, told the judge everything, 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 and put his tail on the allowance. And that's what she need to go ahead and do to Martell, because Martell, not Martell, Marcel, you could see that he's kind of a fame struck. He's
Yes.
he's into this, and he
Hmm.
likes that attention, not knowing this is only a temporary fix. If it didn't work for Martell and Melody, what makes you think that it's going to work for you?
Hmm. And cause we all, brag on Marcel, we say, he makes a good bad guy, cause he's
Mhm.
witty with the comebacks and whatever else. But baby, don't put your marriage at risk. Don't put your
Not is
marriage
not
at
at
risk.
all. Never
Mm,
sacrifice your marriage, because like I said, it's not about Tisha, it's not about Marcel, it's about leaving legacies for their children's children. And that's what the
mm,
devil want. If he can sit there and put a wedge in your family, then that's exactly what he's going to do, because he don't wants to see you guys succeed, because he's looking at your future. He's not looking at your now. And if he can sabotage your future, then he knows that he can sit there and tear down this entire generation. He knows he can do that. And Melody all for it. And what I didn't like misbehaving is that every time when she talked with Marcel, she always got to throw Tisha's name in it.
mm, mm. But let me ask you this question. Well, when he was sitting down talking with Miss Buddy about him making a comment to the media, did you did you believe that they didn't know the difference which bald head black man it was that was arrested and being
No,
charged for
I don't
RP?
believe it. I don't believe it. I think he lied.
And that's my thought as well.
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
lied.
now
I think
he,
he lied. Let me play it right quick here.
yes, go ahead.
Oh, wow. What the is wrong with you?
I hate it when she cursed
Oh,
him.
wow. Wow. What the is wrong with you? You say you don't know what the hell happened, but you're going to test the anchor Free Martell? What the is wrong with you? Free Martell? You know what? No, that's that Free Tisha.
I hate when she sat there and she say no, free Tisha. What Tisha has to do with that? Hmm?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I think they're picking at Tisha because they want Tisha to react. Because we saw for the first time during the Galentines was the first time I ever seen Tisha where she was ready to get nothing but. Other than
Hmm.
that, Tisha has always been quiet, just reserved, and or you might see her crying. You've
Hmm.
never seen her like that where she was ready to get down and dirty with you. And I think they keep picking at her and she
Yes.
keeps mentioning her name because she wants to bring that out of her. Or maybe
Mhm.
I don't know, to see if Marceau will defend Tisha. Because when she brings up Tisha name, he doesn't really say anything to defend her. He always
Mhm.
sit there with that smirk on his face, smiling.
And want me to tell you, I didn't like. I felt some type of way. You remember when they Tisha and Marcel was in the kitchen and he left out, and how they had. I know it was edit. How he closed the door slow motion. It's like right there. His spirit just walked out as well. It's just that he just going to the other side, to the dark side. You didn't feel that. You didn't feel that. I should have played that clip. I thought I had it, but I'm gonna play it next time. It's
Okay, describe it again.
when she talked to him, and she was, tearing up, and
Mm-hmm.
he walked out of the house, and the way that
Oh,
they showed it like slow motion, which they edited out. It's like you could see that now, it's like a wedge is between their marriage.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And right before he left up out of there, like when Tisha made that comment to clarify. So now he's not gonna ask her anything or talk to her basically. And he was like, yeah, he gonna keep it to himself and then turn
Hmm.
around. So that's not healthy for a marriage.
Not at all.
Just because if Tisha gets upset, when I say upset, not mad, but crying or emotional,
Hmm.
just because if she gets that way because she's not willing to follow his marching order, he wants her to act like a Stepford wife.
Hmm.
So she has to be her own woman and her own person. And just because she's not willing to follow his advice at that very moment, he's
Hmm.
tired and he done washed his hands and now he doesn't want to talk to her at all. That doesn't bode well for a marriage
That's it.
because that's going to bring problems. So you mean to
Hmm.
tell me you got some stuff on your mind that you dealing with, sucker, that you going through, and I'm your wife and you can't come to me and talk to me about it so we can come to a resolution or find an answer together? That
Absolutely.
ain't gonna work. He won't, yeah, he won't Marcel. I believe Marcel want Tisha to pop off. And if Tisha pop off, it ain't gonna be the way he thinks she gonna pop
Thank you,
off.
thank you. I think what it is that he done got together with producers and Nell and not Nell, Mel, and they say, well, we need to see more of Tisha. We need to see a side that you guys talk about all the time, because even Kimmy sat there and say Tisha got a side. She don't show it on TV, but she got a side. And I think that he's siding with them to pull that out of Tisha. And Tisha does not wants to get dirty. She don't want to go down like that, which I don't blame her, because Tisha, she has a family, and she, like I said, she invested so much in there, and they done accomplish so much. So why would you sit there and throw it with the dogs? Make it make sense. And I just don't like it. And just like you said, he's trying to make her like she's a Stefan wife, and that's why they played that scene, because when she had a coffee in her hand, you know, it's like, I'm gonna get my coffee, but he forced her, without coming out and said, go and get
Mm-hmm.
my coffee. Go and get my coffee.
Mm-hmm.
No, you go get your own coffee. We on TV, we film it. There's enough people already saying so much stuff about us. Go and get your own
Right.
coffee. Show yourself that you can do it yourself too. You don't need to show people that your wife sit there and cater to you. First of all,
Mm.
Negro, your wife got 3 degrees. You came in, like I said there, and say all the stuff most likely you guys have is because of what she brought to the table.
Honey,
So
if
are
you
you
listen.
guys trying to follow the same steps that Melody and Martell, to tear down everything that you guys built? And I know you guys not used to this type of talking, but like I said, in here we're not gonna compromise for no one. Go ahead, Misbehaving.
You hit the nail right on the head, baby. You hit the nail right up on the head. And
It
I was
just, like
about
I
to
said,
say,
we all can take a piece of this, and I see the controlling, because like I say, when it comes to love and marriage in Huntsville, it traumas us all, because we all can take a piece out of this. My
mhm,
husband, like I said, is a Marso, very controlling. You understand what I'm saying? But
right,
like I said, the old I got, and stuff like this. But Tisha don't have to wait till she get old to figure it out. You
right.
understand?
Sure don't.
She's still young, got a whole life ahead of her. Time when a man is out there and he's siding with someone else to make you look bad, and it's not the first time he did that. She
It's
called
not.
him out before when it was at the bar. Say, as if she was jealous of Melody. Jealous of Melody for what? Melody is showing her home, showing not her home, a house that she lives in of somebody else. She don't have the deeds to that house. And I'm gonna say a legend from what they saying out there. Melody sat there and husband sat there and had an affair on her. They sit there and messed each other up. The children sitting there going from one parent to the other parent, and the woman that took her husband is help raising her children. Who wants that life? Who wants that life, knowing that the woman that sat there and gave my life, made my life a living hell, is now helping raise my children? Who wants that life? Nobody's jealous of Melody. Nobody's jealous of Melody. Like I say, if anybody I will be jealous of, it would be Tisha.
I think Marcel spend too much time on social media as well, because he listens to what the bloggers say and what the commenters say on the blogs. So he needs to be appreciative of what he has at home, baby. Because I'm telling you, once a good girl goes bad, you can't never get her back. So he better
Yeah,
appreciate
that's what
what
I'm
he has.
saying. We all could take a piece of all this right here, because like I said, nothing new under the sun. We all can take a piece out of this. Renee Williams says Stormy is moving funny. She never throw digs at Melody, but always at Tisha. Stormy is trying to kiss up to Melody, even though Melody is dogging her out online. Absolutely. And Renee Williams, she's even letting Miss Buddy disrespect her mom at the last reunion. I feel like Stormy changed towards Tisha after Kiki threw that drink, and Tisha did nothing. It's just that, like I said, and I was also glad, misbehaving. I was glad that Maurice came and stopped the conversation between Stormy and Marsau, because he was saying that's not the time to have this type of conversation. You understand?
Right.
And he was
Right.
going for it, because he likes stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that Maurice went ahead and stopped that. Checking your boo is in the house, says, "What's up, chat and real talk with Lady D? How are you doing? Checking your boo, guys. Make sure you go ahead and check out our channel, hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Also, Unpopular Opinion Podcast is in. Make sure you go ahead and check out her
Hey,
channel
y'all.
and check out Misbehaving, because sure, when we come together, honey, it's like iron sharpen nine, right?
Okay, okay. Look, we're gonna have to talk about something else besides this daggone Marcel, because Marcel gonna make me bust him upside the head on Tisha behalf. Cause baby, it's 2024, and you hit a chord with me, Lady D, when you said she got those degrees, she's intelligent, and so forth. She doesn't have to wait until she's older to get it, to move on. She's still young. Marcel, you better appreciate a good thing while you got it,
That's
baby.
it.
You better appreciate it, because I don't know what's wrong with you men nowadays. Y'all out here trying to get saved and be kept, and ain't no real woman gonna keep you, baby. Ain't no real woman finna pay for you if she got her right mind, baby. You better keep what you got and strengthen it and build it and work on it. Whatever you unhappy with, you better go get some counseling. And that's one thing I didn't like about him and all the other previous episodes. He had like he was too good to get some counseling. Man, this ain't no leave it to beaver. You better get your brown tail up in that counseling and work out your marriage while your wife still wants you. Because I'm telling you, baby, as a woman, we'll love you till the wheels fall off. We'll tear down the whole earth for our man. But baby, once we fall out of love with you, baby, it's done, data.
That's it.
Ain't
That's
no
it.
coming back. Ain't
That's
no
it.
coming back. Shoot.
And one thing about a woman, when a woman fall out of love, it's out of love because we'll stay in that marriage until kingdom come, because we thinking about our children, we thinking about all the stuff that we accomplish. But once a woman checked out, she checked out, and there's no
Mhm.
turning around. And I don't think that he wants to go that route. No way in the world that I will put my family life for a daggone reality show. No way, and I would do that.
Mhm.
Unpopular opinion says Marcel called her up, not out. I don't know what she meant by that. Marcel called her up, not out. SOF says if Marcel wants her to not respond to anyone, but he always come in and giving her unsolicited opinions about everyone else's situation. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's that controlling, that's what it is. It's the controlling. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
look what she say, agree, respect for me. It's controlling. And like I said, when it comes to this particular show, we all can take a piece out of this right here. I see my girl is in the house. Hey, Miss
Hey,
Martha,
Is
how
that
are you doing?
Marcella
yes,
part of
it is.
Grace's
Hey,
gang?
Mr. Haven.
Hey, boo.
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't understand Marceau. Marceau is like part of the manosphere. And so he figured that Tisha should never, and this is in real life because y'all know I know Miss Wanda. Miss Miss Wanda told me Marceau don't want Tisha to answer back, right? And
Mm-hmm.
to tell her to be the bigger person and ignore it. For a very long time, people assumed Tisha was like nice and quiet and, she's timid and cry. I think she cries because she wants to get at you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
I
me.
think she is not too far from her mama. She is not too far. She grew up, she would defend herself. But you know what? I think Marcel is afraid that if she get into it, then when his kickstand, she's his kickstand. If the kickstand is gone, he can fall back on Tisha's education and Tisha
Mm-hmm.
this and Tisha that. But Tisha is fed, she's been fed up with it. That's why she wanted to move back and she wanted to, just be a mama and do that. And at the end of the day, Tisha is running a whole separate business from Marcel. I got to
Mm-hmm.
tell y'all the name of it. I forgot, but Tisha has a whole separate business from Scope.
Yeah, I did see that. I did Google that.
Uh-huh.
I,
And
I did
so
Google that.
if
Mm-hmm.
Marcel mess around and lose everything he got, Tisha gonna have her own and she's gonna be in charge. I think she's sitting back letting her husband be a man, but like in my marriage, we talk about everything but my own businesses. I go to my husband for advice,
Mm-hmm.
not for him to help me make the decisions. I don't do that. I go for advice because I built that up myself. And
Mm-hmm.
then, of course, Tisha not letting everybody know the name of that business. What they got it
It's
under
called
is the
Infinity. It's
LLC.
called Infinity Properties.
Yes, she got it under LLC. So
Yes.
it's easy to complain against Scope because you know that Melody Cherie knows the whole inside of it. But she doesn't know that's the whole inside. They're doing well. They're not only just licensed in Alabama, they're in another.
It's Marcella is breaking up. Yeah, I think it's four different
Mm.
locations. I know that Scopes is in four different locations. I had Googled that. I had made a video of that. I can't think what the different states that Scopes is in. And that's how the devil usually work.
Y'all,
He see that you
but
all
y'all,
together.
tell y'all, I want to tell y'all so bad. There's something else new
Can
coming
you
out
repeat it?
from
Can you go
them.
yeah, you was breaking up. I can hear you now, Miss Marcella.
I said there's something new coming out. I don't. I told y'all last week that I was behind the scene, and they said they was gonna come out this week. You got bloggers that then came back from hyenas, and that they were gonna attack content creators, and and more cast members. I think that
Hmm.
Nell is saying, forget it. It's falling to the ground. I'm gonna start revealing people. This girl is not. No, she has no friends in Huntsville. These flunkies and employees she got, they're flunkies and employees. They're not really her friend. They want a piece of being on TV.
Mhm.
I just hope that Martell could really fight his way out of this, because that being a convicted felon has kept him from getting a lot of job opportunities.
Mhm.
And so I really feel this show needs to go. It needs to go. This is no black excellence. This needs to be black exiled. It needs to get out of
Absolutely.
here. This show is so crazy. Now, the other day, Miss Wanda was up there talking, right? And Miss Wanda said, asked me, did I see this video? And when I saw it, the subliminally speaking, that's what made Miss Wanda come out. She got mad because she's trying to imply subliminally she was not a good mother. Miss Wanda raised daughter. She was living in the house with her mother and her daughter at the same time. She's told this story over and over again. But it's causing a family, not a family feud, but like neighbor to neighbor feud. When this show is over, Mel got to still live around these people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the terrible part. When this shows and production go away, she's left with not having no friends at all.
Absolutely.
They were real friends on the show, and it's a shame that it has broke down like this.
Mm-hmm. I just hope that Marsau, he does not sacrifice his marriage, for this reality show. I just pray to God that he don't.
I pray too, but it will be revealed. If he is doing this, it will be revealed, because these reality shows break up marriages and families, as we've seen.
Absolutely. I don't know what unpopular opinion. If anyone want to take a crack at it, Misbehaving, she's unpopular opinion podcast says, I told you about the different perspective of this. And Gail says, unpopular, they rather believe the lie. Do you know what's going on? Because I don't know what's going on.
Nope, unless it's in one of her videos. So
I don't know.
I have no idea
We
what
all,
you're
we,
talking
I
about.
sat there and say, we all can watch the same show, but we all have different perspective of what we see,
Yeah.
That's just like with the Bible,
Yeah, I'm trying to move away from that show completely, because
yeah, I think this is gonna be my last time too, because if I see what I think I see, now next week is going to reveal it all. But I just don't like the fact, how the producers are pairing up Marsau and Melody. Now, everybody's sitting there saying this is a reality show. It's good for TV. No, like I sit there and say, I don't think this is good at all, because if it was the other way around, if the producers would have went to Marsau and say, Marsau, I need Tisha to go ahead and film with Martell, I think he would have called it off.
Yeah, he would have. And that's what I don't like, the isolation. I don't like the isolation that's going on. I don't like the way Marsau speaks to Tisha. I don't like it. I really don't like it. And I've met this man, and he's loud, and I just don't like it. Maybe because we're independent and God gave us the will to know and to do. And for you to be talking to her like that, Miss Wanda says she don't pay him no attention, but I do, because this is the world we're living in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I see, if it was off TV, but this right here don't make good TV, because we already know that when it comes to the fans has taken this show to an all-time low, and they looking for any and everything to keep running with, of Tisha, she's being the weak person. They don't want to see Tisha. They don't want to see her fly, but Tisha is flying.
Yeah.
They don't want to see Tisha in a good light. They want to sit there and just see Tisha always at the bottom. But it's sad when your own husband is helping with this trauma bonding pain, train wagon. Now that's the sad part, when your own husband.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
And guess what? The show, I'm telling you, somebody from that show is revealing stuff. So y'all know Maurice is in court today. And I haven't heard how that's happening yet. I got the ability to call down it, but I'm going to see how court went today for him. It's crazy that this have come off of TV into your real life. This is crazy.
Absolutely.
What's crazy to me is how they're going to court, But how is it that the same bloggers that's involved are still allowed to continue to put up content pertaining to them going to court? That's what I don't understand.
Right now, there's no gag order. So you
Yeah.
can talk about it. So you might as well get in all the uglies before the judge puts a gag order on it. Even if he wants a gag order, he got to wait till it's ordered. So right
Yes.
now, they
Yes.
running it to the ground and,
Mhm.
calling him cancer stuff. Cancer is nothing to joke or play about.
Absolutely. I thought,
Nothing.
without mentioning their names, Miss Marcel, I thought that they said that Maurice had dropped the charges. Oh, he's still pursuing it, right?
Yeah, but because I sue you, right? And I say,
Hmm.
and then to you, I cause damage to you, bringing a lawsuit to you. You countersue me. So my prediction for real with all of this is going to be dismissed.
Hmm.
But I think Maurice now is in a fight for his life. I mean, he wasn't convicted at first. Now they're saying that he was convicted, right?
Who you
And
talking about?
of
Convict? You
a
talking about
charge.
Martell? You talking about Martell?
No, Maurice.
Hmm.
Maurice
You
had court today.
Yeah,
Okay.
but what do you mean by he was convicted of what?
Yeah. Convicted of what?
Not really convicted, but he was caught drunk driving.
Yeah, but that has
And they
nothing to do
coming
with
out
that
with
case.
all
That's
these
two separate
scenarios.
cases.
Yeah, he was caught the other day drinking and driving.
But
Yeah, but
that
that's a
has nothing
different
to do with
case.
that case.
No, now they're gonna try to say that he does have a conviction. At first they saying he was a drug addict, drug dealer, and all this kind of stuff. Now they trying to say, well, he may not have been all those things, but he has gotten in trouble. And that's what I
That's
heard
not gonna
from the back
fly.
page of
Yeah.
one of the defenses they're gonna use.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
That's
that's
not gonna
after
That
the
fly.
he
fact. That
harassed
is.
this
Yeah.
elderly blogger. They're gonna say he harassed this elderly blogger. And I was like, this woman is not elderly.
Well,
Hmm.
there's enough videos out there. It could show that she wasn't no more elderly than Jiminy Cricket. Because, honey, she popped up down there to Canvas Beauty warehouse, knocking and bucking, ready to fight, cussing with her Peruvian wet and curly wig. I'm glad to see she's no longer wearing that wig anymore.
Mm-mm.
But, baby, at the time, honey, she was cussing and everything. She was cutting up. In the
Mm-mm.
words of unpopular opinion, she was acting like folks and them.
Mm-mm.
What's up, Miss Hargrove Shandali?
Yes, young devil.
Oh,
She said his DUI is next month. They saying someone else was recently arrested as well. They post the police reports from the arrest. And that's why I sit there and say, I think that
it's
Carlos
somebody
he
on
need to
the
go ahead
inside.
and go ahead and pull a plug on this show right here, at least, for at least 2 years, because people are too involved of what's going on in these people's personal life. And I think, this right here is what I call an all-time low.
You see what Miss Unpopular Opinion said, and that kind of matches what was said on Destiny's channel one time about the judicial system down there in Alabama. So,
Hmm.
it's easy for folks to get arrested or put a warrant out on them.
Well, it's just a
But
little small town, quite obvious. Everybody know everybody. And if you sitting there,
hmm
these overzealous fans, and some of them might be working at the courthouse or,
yeah,
and helping, these people sitting there, making these people life a living hell. So that's why I said it's best for Callers King to go ahead and pull the plug. And like I said, I think it has reach its core. It's time to end this right here, because when you start uh, messing with people's business and getting them in jail, all this right here is not entertainment to me. I don't think that it's entertainment. What
but
about you
you know what they said. It's not just Carlos King producing the show, but another production company, ITV. I think it's just enough dysfunction going on that them pawn people not about to let this show go.
guys? Hmm.
It's enough dysfunction and chaos going on. That's why I said one time, people were talking about this show having low ratings. It couldn't possibly have low ratings. It is generating a buzz. People are talking about the show, and there is money being made, because if there was no money being made, they would
Mhm.
have cut the plug on this show a long time ago.
Yeah,
This
absolutely.
show serves a purpose. This show is pitting black men and black women against each other.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna say that until I'm gonna say that forever.
You're
This
right. You're right.
show is fitting that agenda, and it's serving its purpose.
Absolutely. And that's what they want. They love
Yeah.
to stereotype us. And when you look at a reality show, if you look at the foundation of it, it was built off of blood because it originated from the O.J. Simpson trial. So the whole
Mhm.
foundation is corrupt.
Mhm.
Chicken says that does the officers want to be on the show? It's not the officers, it's the ones that watch this show and they working
Employees.
in those places, and pulling
It's
up these
easy
people
for them.
files and they
Mhm.
background and doxing, helping doxing. It got to be people that's inside that's doing this. But like I
Mhm.
said, they going to be caught. They going to be exposed because like I said, people are watching it as well. The watchers are being watched. He that have an ear, let
Mhm.
him hear. And that's real talk, okay?
And you see how Miss Hargrove and Miss Gail France said, even if they take the show down for a little while, they will still go on their channels with made up stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely.
This is a
Mhm.
never ending story. Never
Shanella
ending
says
story.
that the courthouse is making a lot of money from folks running down there to purchase documents like they are TMZ. It's sad. But like I said, you never win when you play dirty. Never win when you play dirty. One thing that I do know, and I know my God is real. So, but I just hope that not Marceau, I just hope Martell, I'm not keep saying Martell. Oh, we done did our hour. Also,
Hmm.
I just hope that he does not sacrifice his family for the reality show.
I'm gonna spin that back.
Hmm.
You
Uh-huh.
know what, y'all? They plan
Mhm.
Yeah.
on. We need to really go into prayer. They plan on really tearing down everything Carlos have built. They're going to his
Absolutely.
next show, which coming on soon, and they're gonna tear it up. I've never
Absolutely.
seen so many hateful people in my life, for real.
Yeah. Well, you set up the channel and me, you, and whoever want to come on, because we could sit there and we could set up a prayer line, and start praying and
Yeah,
calling on prayer warriors, because it's much needed. And I saw people said that, oh, I don't like the mixed religion and I don't like the mixed politics. But like I said there and say, when it comes to social media is a beast. Social media is very demonic. And, you
yeah.
know, this is where
We
our
can't
people
do
at.
this without God. We
You
can't do this
can't. I,
without
I
God.
couldn't. I know I couldn't. I couldn't.
You got to have a good
Mhm.
mental things going on. You know,
Yeah.
at first I used to take it when I first came on YouTube years ago. I used to take it personal, and it made me
Mhm.
vengeful. This YouTube has the ability to turn people's personalities, but then
Yes.
you just gotta laugh it off. You gotta
Well,
laugh
you
it
you
off
you can't
sometimes.
laugh it off because people off of this right here, they going to jail, they being doxxed, they messing with these people business pages, and some of them wants to unalive themselves. You remember when Ariane had
Yeah,
came out saying, she felt like she wanted to take her life out behind them. These people are stalking, harassing, so this is nothing to laugh about. This is something that is very serious. These people are demonic. And anytime when you go into these people' personal life and pull up all this type of information, it makes me wonder what's going on in their life.
I don't understand how anybody, whether what side of the fan sphere that you stand. I don't understand how anybody could be so hateful to anyone and want to see someone hurt or see them
Mhm.
down and out. God, oh. Like it
just
makes
like
my
what
head
Miss
hurt.
Marcella said, this is a business. And anytime when you sitting there trying to come against people bags, these people are ruthless. And that's what you see. These people, they don't care. To them is a lot of money. And the ones that they paying a little cheese to them is a lot of money. So they gonna try to sit there and tear you down alive for the love of money. That's sad.
Well,
Chandela
it's
said,
get
I
ready to
never
get worse
seen nothing
before.
like this before. Folks would post an article about someone, but videos nonstop is kind of crazy. This is beyond cyber stalking. I follow who I like and didn't follow those I don't. Absolutely. This is too much.
Thank you.
So I have a great today. Did I get a receipt for this?
No, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well,
Yeah,
Lady
y'all. This
D.
is. I ain't
Go
never seen
ahead.
this in the beef sector. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been in a beef sector. People just
Wow.
drag each other and drag. They don't do
Yeah.
what these people are doing. They drag you, and these people are like coming to your home, showing up at your house saying, I'm a millimeter. I just wanted to come up to your house. When they did that to Tisha, that devastated me.
I
Hmm.
don't know, Marcella. There have been a couple of times some folks up in the beef sector pulled up to folks' house because one dude pulled up to Tracy house. So,
Oh,
so they get rough over there. They get rough over there in the beef sector. I thought Love and Marriage I thought the Love and Marriage Huntsville sector had a little bit more class. I thought they had a little bit more class, baby. I don't know. This is the year of exposure. So are they
Absolutely.
yeah.
exposing Christianity? Because a lot of folks are claiming to be Christians, but they're doing the most devilish things. So
That's why I don't call myself a Christian. I don't
there
call
you go.
myself a Christian. I call myself a believer because many going to come in that name and he's going to say, get
Mhm.
from behind me, you work of iniquity. I don't call myself a Christian because this is not Christ-like. This is not the act of God, but an act of a devil.
Thank you.
Mm,
Thank you.
mm.
Oh, that's what I say.
Yeah, I'm studying, I'm believing, and I'm trusting, and that's what I'm doing right now. Believing, trusting, and I'm studying because I need to study the word and get its belief. But I
Mhm.
do believe nobody can take over my mind. No one. I won't
No,
allow it.
no. No, you just continue guarding your mind, just making sure that you don't let all that good get into it because the mind is the devil's workshop, and
Mhm.
everybody thinking, that it's the heart. No, it's the mind because once he get into your mind, earthly good, and
Right.
that's exactly we can go over that scripture whenever we get time in the book of Job. Remember when that was a parable talking about how you can touch everything of Job but don't touch his mind, his soul, which is his mind. So if he
Yeah.
gets your mind, he knows that he got you. But when it comes to these reality shows are demonic. That's why every time when I get a chance, I tear it down. And that's real talk.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna stay away from that show. The show is
It's
it
demonic.
makes
You hear me?
yeah, it makes me want to fight back, and I'm not. Like I said, they talked about Jesus. They did everything they could, and I'm not gonna let nobody talk about me and let me get that in here. I know my life every day. God wakes me up in the morning.
Absolutely, absolutely. But many gonna come in that name. But like I say, you going to know them. It's easy to figure out because a sheep knows the voice and a stranger they would not follow. Many gonna sit there and say, oh, this is that is that, but you're gonna know them by the fruit that they bear. This what you see
Hmm.
is not the act of God. You're going to know them. Just like if you see a bad fruit, you're not gonna eat a bad fruit, right?
Right.
So you know how to separate the wheats from the tare, the sheep from the goats. These people is not about building up. These people is only about tearing down. If we come on here and we tear down, we also going to build back up. So you're going to know the difference. You're not
Hmm.
going to keep going around sitting there trying to make people life a living hell. And that's real talk.
Right.
So
Yeah.
whoever want to close it out, I see when my girl come up with another great live. Everyone enjoy the rest of your evening night. Be safe. God bless you all.
Yes.
That's a wrap right there.
Look, country
Yes.
girl Queen has said it's already an hour and we got to go.
Well, look, when
Bless
Queenie
y'all.
come up with this right here, that means it is a wrap. But
Right.
let me know, Miss Marcella, when you want to go ahead and get it together, and we can go into
Okay, I
prayer,
sure will. I'm gonna
and
come
go
up
out
today with
the
some good gossip.
yeah,
It's some
yes,
good gossip, but it's gonna make us laugh. I'm not
yes.
going up
Okay,
there,
yeah.
All
Because I
righty.
because
need to laugh.
Real Housewives of Atlanta is a wrap.
Yeah, this too
It need
demonic.
to
This too
be.
dark. Yeah, it's
It
too
need
dark.
to
Gone.
be. All of them. All
It's
these
too dark.
reality
It's
shows
too
need to
dark.
be wrapped up.
And especially when you got your husband now sitting there going against you as well. It's a
Yeah.
wrap for me. It is a wrap. I'm done. It's a wrap.
Look,
You
Lady
see,
D,
I
we ain't
just
even
came to
get to
get
talk
him
about the
some
whole show.
sushi.
we can't talk about the whole show because,
I know
like I
I said
said,
that we didn't. We gonna have to do a part two or something. But
we
anyway,
gonna have
Marcella,
to.
what time you going live?
Probably 6:30.
Okay.
Eastern?
Mine's gonna be funny. Mine ain't gonna have nothing to do with no Love in Maritinesville.
Okay,
Mine got
Okay.
praise
everything to
God.
do with Tasha K. Ooh,
Oh Lord,
Lord
there
and
she
another
go
one.
Funky
again.
Dineva.
Oh, ashy foot Dineva, huh?
Yes, baby. And Al Reynolds and got the TGIF shut down.
Oh
What?
wow.
Yeah, Al Reynolds
Okay.
is good friends with the producers. And then
Oh,
what
I didn't know
happened was,
that.
do you know Claudia came on Saturday and said, "Oh, the show will be back on Monday, and I'm on vacation with the girls." Shoot, they said you ain't coming back on. You ain't coming back on.
Oh wow. So
They
funky,
paying
oh
Al
ashy
out.
foot. Look, so funky foot, ashy, funky Dineva, he got out just in time, huh? Got his own little show.
Yep,
So
yep.
he
He
did
knows
the
his
right
value, and so do
thing.
Al. Yeah,
Wait a
I
minute.
got
What is Al gonna do?
Al got
Al
something set
got
up
money.
himself. He got something set up too. I heard yesterday
Yeah, but
that
y'all
him
got to
and some
realize
guys,
about Trey, Al is an attorney.
yeah, they're
Well,
gonna do
yeah, I
something
know
about an
Al's an
attorney show.
attorney, and he used to work down there at Wall Street. I remember when Star Jones was bragging about him, saying he's clean. She like her men clean, and Al, they said everybody he ain't never lied to no partner that he's had. They've always known the truth. So here we find out years later, women were feeling sorry for Star Jones, thinking Al and tricked her, and come to find out she knew he was fluid all along. But
Wow.
isn't he a
Wow.
Kappa man? Isn't he a Kappa man? He's with the Kappas.
I
The
tell you
view.
what, I don't know if he with the capper, but he capping all of them out. He making all of them lose their job.
Okay, the views
But I'll be
expressed
on
by
the night. Y'all gonna
misbehavior.
get to
6:30.
see the video where Q got into it with Tasha K. He told her off. He asked her, "Why would I be sitting there talking to you of all people?" Ooh,
Mm-mm-mm.
you got her.
Ooh,
Mm-mm-mm.
is that what Al said?
So I'm gonna go home and cook my
No,
dinner, and I
that's
will be
what
on and see y'all. God bless
Funky
you.
Dineva told that to
I
Tasha
love
K.
y'all.
All right, we'll
Oh,
be there.
okay.
Are you
Yeah.
Central
Bye.
or Eastern? Miss
She
Marcella
I'm
says she's
Eastern
Eastern.
coming
Standard
on.
Time. I'm
She
in
Eastern.
Virginia. Since I've already been doxxed,
Okay.
I can tell you I'm in Virginia.
Oh, okay. Eastern. Okay.
So that'll be 5 your
Mm.
time, Lady D.
Yes, yes. All right,
All
Miss
right.
Marcella,
Right.
thank you for coming in. And
Okay.
you okay, thank you very much, Miss Marcella.
Thank you, Miss Lady D and
All right.
Miss Behavior. Bye
All right,
bye.
we'll be over there at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, right? 6 o'clock Eastern. So you want to go ahead and say something else before I close it out, Marcella? No, look, I'm calling you Marcella. This was draining. This is
That's all
draining,
right.
but
You
I
turn.
come against this right now. I come against this right now. This is just draining. This is too much. And I just hope
Thank you.
that Tisha just leave.
The season will be over soon, Lady D. But the
Mm-mm.
fun part is going to be we didn't get to discuss it, but Ariane coming on that show. So that's why we know the
Absolutely.
season's gonna come to an end because they're gonna
That's
close it
it.
out with her. So that
That's
way
it.
the hmm that's how
That's
it's
it.
gonna.
Because we talked about that.
Uh-huh.
No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you shall be condemned. When you sit there and you say you're gonna take it to hell, be ready what's going to be behind that door. Because I truly think that the reason why Trisha and Ken is on that show and they talking about side chicks and all this other stuff
Mm-hmm.
is just giving Ariane the door to go in,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes, ma'am. And then when we'll talk behind the scene. I'm gonna send you an email about
Uh-huh.
the. I'm not gonna say it up on here, but I'm gonna send you an email. That's why
Hmm.
I really believe that she's coming up on here,
Yep,
and it's
yep,
gonna
yep,
close it on out. And then
yep.
don't worry, no more love and
That's
marriage
it.
Huntsville.
Absolutely. Because she think that this man going to be tossed here and there and look like, he just going wherever he's fit. This man say either you tell my reality or fire me. So that's a part of
Mm-hmm.
his reality. So in order to set the scene, they need Trisha. So guys, don't count Trisha out so fast. And notice how
Right.
Trisha was able to gel. She was so comfortable with Martell because every time when she was filming with everybody else, it's like she was so nervous, but she was so relaxed. You notice how relaxed she was with Martell?
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
all sitting there on there to open up the door for Ariane, and that's why her man is from Dayton, Ohio.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of relationships. And oh, let me just make this one comment, which was so poignant. Melody and Stormy, when they met, and Melody asked Stormy, what did she think of Sonny if she thought Sonny was wrong for being with Moses. And
Hmm.
Stormy's comment was this: I don't really know her like that as it pertains to me. It's more so like you love who you love, you can't help who you love. Now
Absolutely.
remember, Trisha used to get her hair done by Stormy.
Hmm.
Stormy used to work in the same shop as the hairdresser that used to do Ariane's hair.
Wow.
The girl that spilled the beans about the RP Carson Blue, she knew Stormy and Ariel.
Hmm.
So it's just coming full circle, and we finna
Absolutely.
close out this Love and Marriage Huntsville, and
Hmm.
maybe everybody can see the woman that everybody has been talking about all these years.
That's
Get
it.
rid of the show, and that's it. That's all. And it's quite possible you guys may see some shows in the future, featuring Miss Wanda or whatever, because we
Hmm.
showed Miss Cousin Bernard. Do you remember Cousin Bernard?
That's Wanda's
Cousin.
cousin. Yes, yes, yes. Miss Wanda need a spin
Okay.
off. She need a
Yes,
spin
she
off.
do.
But I want you to also put the icing on the top, and this is the last piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
That is why they went around trying to assassinate Martell because they know this right here was going to come.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want this
Oh,
to show.
because Lady D. Lady D. Now, remember when you're not gonna remember because you never followed Melody. I remember when Melody did that Instagram. Well, she did an event, and there is a video where she posted on Instagram where someone showed up for filming, and they knew that she would not film with that person. And
Hmm.
so she was mad and she took off from work for a couple of days. So we already know she wasn't surprised by Martell because
Hmm.
they just showed the episode where Stormy let her know that Martell was going to be there at the Lovers and Friends gala as a model, and Melody said she wasn't coming. So
Hmm.
who's the only other person that she wouldn't film with?
Hmm.
Who's it? We already know. So yeah,
Wow.
baby. Uh-huh. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up. I want to thank you for having me up. Next
I thank
time,
you for coming because,
y-
man, look, and we still not even got to half of it because this is a lot, this is a lot. But we see the bigger picture of this. We see the missing pieces. We see the
mhm,
entire puzzle of everything, and the reason why these people was on a rampage because they did not want it Martell to bring Ariane on.
mhm, and it's happening.
And now it's
Mhm.
it's happened. There's nothing they could do about it. But I just hope that Martell, I pray that he does not sit there and try to sabotage nobody else marriage, just to get his
Right.
story out. Like I said,
That's right.
only what you do for God is gonna last. We already know how Melody sat there and tried to bank off of pain. Don't do it because it's not gonna work.
All right.
It's not going to work. So my girl, thank you for coming on. And my God, email me. Please email me. And you and
Okay.
I, we're going to sit there and talk because this right here, girl, I could not do it without you. This is a lot. And also,
Yeesh.
I put the apps, what app I've used, and
Oh yeah,
also,
you did.
yeah. Do
I
you like
saw
that?
it.
Do you like the microphone?
Yeah, I like the microphone. I think this is the same one you sent me earlier in the year.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
procrastinated.
No, I'm gonna take care of that for you. I just wanted to see if you like it because that's what I'm using right now,
So what
and
do
I
you do?
love it.
Do you
Huh?
just plug it up like a USB into the laptop?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
and I
I need to put
also
it in.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna talk to you after. Just email me and we're gonna talk about it here because
Okay,
I also
I'm gonna
have
send you my
I have.
number.
I think the podcast. Let me see if let me camera up here.
Hold
it
on,
might it
here
might
come
go
this
off.
damn
I
room.
have the podcast. I wanted you to see the podcast. I'm gonna send you something. We're gonna talk after here. We don't need to talk on here. So let's go ahead and close it out, okay?
All right,
So
close it on
yeah,
now,
go ahead.
sister.
Okay, be blessed here.
Thank you. You too. I love you for
All right.
everything.
Okay, love. All right, all right. Okay, guys, look, we're gonna close it out. I see my guy is in the house, Eagle soaring high. We're gonna get together. Look, we need to get together because this right here, this is a lot. This right here is a lot. Make sure you go ahead and check out Eagle soaring high channel. She said, real talk with Lady D and gas panelists and everyone in the chat. Yes, make sure you go ahead and check out Eagle soaring high. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. This right here, this is a lot. But know that no weapon formed against us shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against us shall be condemned. These people have taken this show to an all-time level. I don't care what they out there trying to practice, what they doing is not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work. All I can say right now, guys, is just try to find something else besides this show, man, because if not, man, this stuff is too much. So you all be blessed, okay? You all be blessed. And also tonight we're gonna go and watch Marcella's channel at 6 o'clock Eastern. Be blessed.